What's up guys, it's Miss Daphne Hustles. Welcome back to another helpful reseller video. Are you that reseller who has a bunch of old clothing inventory that you just can't make move? Maybe you've tried delisting and relisting those items, or even cross-listing them on multiple platforms. But you've had those items for some time now, and maybe you've just decided to donate them or even gift them because you just couldn't figure out how to make that item turn a profit. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I get rid of my old clothing inventory. I'll be taking my inventory to buy and sell trade stores, so if you're interested to see how the day goes, then stay tuned. You can see the ring lights in the back. That is so tacky, y'all. Look, I know these ring lights, I'm the only one, okay. Because if I didn't point them out, you probably wouldn't notice them, but they bothering me. Oh, boom, there you go. Okay. Okay, guys, so the first place I went this morning was to my storage. I grabbed as much inventory as I could, and I headed out for today. The very first place that I went to was a store called Pavement Clothing. Pavement Clothing is a vintage store, so this is where I'll be getting rid of a lot of my vintage inventory. They didn't take as much as I expected them to take, but I also figured out, you know, when I went to like the next store that I don't even think she opened everything. But to be fair, I had a lot of stuff in plastic bags, but I did ask her, you know, hey, do you want me to take this stuff out the bag? She said, no, it's fine. But anywho, we did cash out at 6848 is where we cashed out at Pavement Clothing. After Pavement Clothing, I went next door to Petty Cash to see if they would take the Jordans that I had, but they were not buying at the moment. So I went down the street to a store called TRSTD Kicks, and this store was much different than it was when I went there a few years ago. I don't know what he was talking about, where he was trying to explain to me, but I couldn't make it make sense. I don't know if they just, I don't know. But they would only take the Jordan 12s that I had. These Jordan 12s are not something I bought to resell. They were mine, I just never wore them. So I did get them at a good deal. I think I got them at like a pawn shop or something like that. He did offer 50 for them. They really didn't have much shoes in there. I did look at the comps on them. I was looking to probably sell them for about $100 to $120, but I really didn't want to go that route. If I did sell them for about $100 with the fees and so on, I would probably only be short about a good $30. So I was just like, hey, can you give me 64? He said I can give you 60, so I took that. Took the 60 there. So at TRSTD Kicks, we cashed out at $60. The next store I went to was Buffalo Exchange. At Buffalo Exchange, they took a lot of stuff, way more than I expected. So I'm really glad I stopped there. They really love the inventory that I bought in, y'all, and I was getting rid of some stuff. Y'all, it's so hard to get rid of inventory. Y'all know when y'all find like some of the dopest, crispiest vintage pieces and stuff like that, you don't ever want to get rid of them. It's like the buyer eventually come. But my store is always cut off, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of it and start over again. So they took a bunch of stuff, and they even took one of the Jordans I had, but they wasn't giving me much for it. But I just took it because the last thing I want is those shoes to just sit there rot and then I get nothing for them. So I just went ahead and sold those too. I did take a loss on those because I bought them for my uncle, and I gave him probably like $100 for both of them, and I ain't making nothing off of them. So I definitely took a loss on those Jordans, but overall, I did pretty good there. I cashed out at $25.52. $225.52 is what we cashed out there. They did give me that in a form of a check because it was over $150. But that was pretty nice. I'm glad I went there because it saved me having to shoot to the other side of town, which is where I plan to get rid of most of that stuff. But I really feel like they would have been more selective. So the next store I went to, I went back to my storage. I didn't have too much because, like I said, they did take a lot of stuff. So I went to my storage, grabbed all the books and stuff I had off the shelf, and then I went to Half Price Books down the street, and I cashed out there at $12.64. A whole $12.64, y'all. I hate going to the bookstores because they give you nothing, but it's something, and a lot of stuff that they took was most of the stuff I really didn't even have listed. So I'm pretty glad about that, because they at first they offered me like, I want to say about maybe $16 or $18 or something like that. I was like, you know what, give me that book back, give me that. But like, these books are sealed, I'm gonna take my chances online. So I just got rid of the rest of the stuff. So $12.64 there is what we cashed out. The last store that I went to is Style Encore. Style Encore / Plato's Closet. They're right next to each other, but I did not do my due diligence to separate those items before I went. So when I went there, I went straight to Style Encore, and I just said, you know what, just go through the items. Some of it's for next door, just leave them to the side. And that's what she did. So like an hour and a half later, well, actually wasn't there that long. I wasn't there too long. She took, she was more selective than I thought, but my friend not there no more. I have to hook up over there, but I don't know what, anyways, she was really selective with the stuff, and she did say, you know, I had a Kate Spade purse, a Fossil purse, stuff like that, but she said they were only taking small purses at the time. So that was some of the things I was expecting her to take, but she did not take. But she said to try back in like a week, literally. I'm not gonna be here in a week, but that's all good. I'll sell it another day. But anyways, at Style Encore, I cashed out at $42.17. $42.17 is what I cashed out at Style Encore. And then a lot of that stuff I was supposed to take next door to Plato's Closet, but Plato's Closet was no longer accepting buys for today because they had so many buys, and it would go over, I guess, like the time that they were going to be open that day. So I was like, fair. That's on me. I'm done. I'm not coming back out here. But everything, y'all, really, it wasn't bad, y'all. I really didn't use that much gas at all. The timing, it really didn't take that long. I'd probably say, I don't know, but it didn't take that long to do everything. And I really didn't probably use no more than $10 to go to all those places and back and forth to my storage. So it wasn't that bad. But in all, I cashed out at $408.81. $408.81 is what I made off of those items, which is not bad, y'all. And I still have some items, but another thing that I do to get rid of my inventory is thread up. I know they have some people that don't like thread up, y'all. I'm right with y'all sometimes, but I really only had an issue with thread up one time. Other than that, I don't really have no issues with them. Like losing my bag or anything. Do they be stealing clothing? You know, I don't know. But, you know, I really only send this stuff to ThreadUp that I just simply don't care about. I don't care about it. I don't care if I'm taking a chance on it, y'all. I thrift a lot of items. I pay next to nothing for them. So usually I can make anywhere from $40 to $60 off of a ThreadUp box. And right now I'm still using my free labels. I'm not paying to ship anything in. So a win is a win. Now, if I have stuff and I have to start sending in and paying for labels, I probably wouldn't send in anything but higher brand items. Right now, I just send in mall brand items like Torrid and Chico's or whatever that's called, Tybolts. Y'all, don't come at me with these names. You know, mom brand items basically. Banana Republic, Express, stuff like. I just send in regular things like that, and that stuff do pretty good. But I like to send a lot of plus size clothing, which is easy for me because I am plus size. I send them stuff that I wear like one time or something like that, and they be selling it for some ridiculous prices. So, and y'all, even when I shop for myself, I shop sales. So I think it's good. Like, it's at the end of the day, like, people who like to donate their items, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, if you are running a business, you want to try and make back some of that money that you invested in the inventory. So what I would do was try and shoot for maybe taking them to buy sell trade stores. Make sure you know your buy sell trade stores. I will list some here because there are a few more. I don't know if they're in everybody's area. Just do your research. have stores that take men's clothing. They have one with kids. Again, they don't make a lot of money. It's very similar to selling books, but at the end of the day, you'll still make back some of that money that you spent. Everybody's situation is different. You know, if you do you know, online arbitrage or retail arbitrage, you are investing a bit more money than thrifting. So maybe it's better for you to just save the item and gift it to somebody, because at the end of the day, you will still be saving some money that you would have spent. So I would just kind of, you know, weigh your options and see what's best for you and your business. But this is how I always get rid of my inventory. That's it, y'all. So I hope that this video was helpful in some way. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.